Hot FM. Hot FM proudly supports the Benidorm Enthusiast and your favorite YouTube channel, Benidorm Stuff.
Hi guys, the Benidorm Enthusiast here with Benidorm Stuff YouTube channel. We're in the Old Town for today's video. We're going to be taking you on a bit of a walking tour, but taking you away from the main tourist areas and showing you around a street that you may not be too familiar with, but it's filled with interesting shops, bars and cafes, and definitely worth a look the next time you're in Benidorm. So where exactly are we today? Well, we're starting off right in the middle of the Old Town. For those of you that have come to Benidorm before, I'm sure you're familiar with the walking street, and for those that aren't, this is the main street that runs right the way through the Old Town, connecting the Levante side to the Poniente side. Just off this street, there is the entrance to Tapas Alley, and straight opposite is the street we're going to show you today, the Thomas Ortuño. This is a pretty long street, approximately 750 meters in length. It leads right the way up to the back of the Old Town and finishes at another area you may not be familiar with, known as El Cruce. You've probably passed this street hundreds of times before, maybe never ventured up it because you weren't sure what was up there. Well, that's what we're going to show you today. At the start of the Thomas Ortuño and the start of our tour today is this museum. What, there's a museum in the Old Town? Yes, there is, and I bet you've walked past it loads of times and never even noticed. It's called Museo Boca del Calvario, and they have different exhibitions on throughout the year, often showcasing local artists or exhibitions relevant to the time of year or any fiestas that may be happening. It's free to get in, and the exhibition at the moment is Femenino Plural. A little bit further up and you've got some fantastic high street clothes shops. Coca is one of my favourites, with some real outrageous clothing in there. You've got to be brave to wear some of their styles. And on the opposite side of the road is Lefties. Opposite Lefties is where you'll find the entrance to the municipal market in Benidorm. This is filled with local butchers, fishmongers, fruit and veg stalls and bakeries. The first bar you'll come to is Gambrinos. You can come here for just a coffee or a drink, and they also offer tapas, paellas or your traditional Spanish food. Just after Gambrinos is a little plaza on the right hand side, and you've got another good clothes shop here, Desastre. Some great bargains to be had in there. This is also where you'll find the iron statue that some of you may recognise. It used to be situated at the bottom of the square in the new town. Next along is another museum type place. This is Hort de Colón, also used for different exhibitions throughout the year. As you can see, it's still set up from the festive period. This was where Santa came to stay, his Christmas house. Another tapas bar straight opposite. These are your traditional old school tapas bars where you'll find some real Spanish food. Don't be afraid to give these places a try. A little bit further up is this little stall which sells dried fruits and nuts. This is really popular with the locals. You'll often find people queuing here. El buen gusto. Daymar is a little bit further along, and this is one of the cheapest places in town for all your toiletries, cosmetics and perfumes. There's a popular butcher's here. This is where you can find lots of cured meats, chorizos, jamon serrano, all that kind of stuff. Traditional Spanish meats that you might not have tried. Straight opposite the butcher's is Granier Cafe and Bakery. Lots of delicacies in the window here, and you'll often find them queuing out the door for the freshly baked breads, pastries and cakes. Further along, and you've got Cafe Toulouse. I've got some pretty crazy memories of this place. It used to be 24 hours, so it's where we would all go and gather after we finished work. It's not 24 hours at the moment, but they may well return to that when it gets busier. A little bit further along is La Banqueta, another little building which is often used to host cultural events and incorporated into different fiestas. There's a few toy shops on the Thomas Ortuño and also a couple of pet shops. Maybe you need a budgie to smuggle onto the beach. Opposite the pet shop is another nice little Spanish restaurant. This one specialising in seafood, octopus, squid, mussels, prawns, all those kind of nice fishy dishes. El Pulpo Pirata.
A casa.
Come to the end of the pedestrian part of the Thomas Ortuño, but it does continue a little bit further, so let's carry on. There's a couple more clothes shops on this part, a tobacconist, some household item stores and a mobile phone shop. On to the last little stretch of the Thomas Ortuño now, as we're approaching the area known as El Cruce, and on this little part there's quite a few tapas bars all in a row. Antonio is a nice little stretch where you'll find quite a few little cafes and tapas bars. And this runs into the area known as El Cruce, which we'll be showing you on another video. That's it, we're at the top of the Thomas Ortuño. So this area now is called El Cruce, which literally translates to the crossing. A more accurate translation is probably the junction. As you can see, it is a massive junction. And we'll be showing you around this area in a video coming soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for that. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave us a comment and also check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok at the Benidorm Enthusiast. Stay positive and stay safe.